What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about Cain Velasquez arrest. Now, the story starts with a young relative of Cain Velasquez who reports to the police that she was brought into a bathroom by a man named Harry Galarte. Harry Eugene Galarte. Now, this man supposedly works at the daycare of Cain's relative, um, and Galarte's mother is the owner of the daycare. So I don't know how police got involved, but police get involved, and this little girl tells the police that she was brought into the bathroom and this man touched her genitals. And she claims that this happened at least 100 times. And she claims that she was not the only child that was brought into the bathroom. She claims that she's seen multiple other children being brought into the bathroom. Now, this man, Galarte, he claims that he's never touched any children. He's never done anything. He denies all of the accusations. He only says that he's helped a child before at the daycare with their pants because he's seen that their pants were on. I don't know if they were on backwards or what, but he said that he's seen the child's pants, they were not on the right way. So that's why he brought the child into the bathroom and fixed their pants. It was nothing sexual, according to him. So, after the police learn this information, they take him into custody. At some point, a judge rules that this man should be let go. So the judge lets him out of custody, but he has a set of rules that he has to follow when he's out. Number one, he can't leave his home. He has to stay home. I think it's called a home detention order, where he's released from jail, but he has to stay at home. Number two, he has to stay away from any child under the age of 14. And number three, has to get an ankle monitor placed on his ankle. Now, the day of the shooting, when Cain attempted to murder this guy, apparently that's what Galarte was on his way to do. So Cain stakes out the man's home in his car. He waits for him to leave. He sees Galarte leave with two other people, Galarte's stepfather and his sister. So they both leave the house to go get the ankle monitor placed on his ankle, because that's what the judge ordered. So Cain follows them. When he sees them leave, he follows them. And at some point in following them, he slams his car into the side of Galarte's car. And he opens fire. He shoots 3 shots. 2 of them miss completely. Or they hit the vehicle, but they miss Galarte. The third shot misses Galarte, but it hits his stepfather, who's also in the vehicle next to him. So this goes on for about 11 miles, where Cain is essentially chasing the vehicle, and he's trying to ram it, trying to stop them so that he can, I guess, finish the job. But eventually, I guess Cain gives up, drives away, and he's later stopped by police. Now, he was identified as the shooter by Galarte's sister, who was in the car. She saw him as the person who was ramming into the vehicle, and she's the one that reported him as the shooter to the police. So, you have a situation here where this man was let go by a judge, and the police, he was let go by the judge, and Cain decided to take matters into his own hand. The only problem with Cain taking matters into his own hand is the fact that, number one, he didn't get the job done. This man's still alive. And number two, now Cain is probably going to have to spend what reports are saying is that he could spend up to 20 years in prison for this crime that he committed. So it's basically a lose-lose situation for Cain and for everybody involved, especially for this little girl. Because now you have a situation where she's already hurt by the fact that, she's already trying to deal with the pain of being molested by this 43-year-old man. And now she has to deal with the pain of growing up without her father. And I know that on social media, a lot of people are rallying behind Cain and standing up for him. And there's hashtag Free Cain, and everybody's in the MMA community is trying to raise money for Cain and basically saying that he's innocent, and they're raising money for his lawyers and for him to fight the case or whatever. But man, it's not looking good for Cain. Because number one, whether you think this was justified or not, and let's say by some miracle he doesn't get charged with attempted murder, at the very least he's going to have to go to jail for a couple of years for opening a firearm in public. Any of those shots that he missed could have hit anybody else, because this happened on the highway. This wasn't inside of someone's house. This wasn't in a rural area. This happened on a highway where there's hundreds of other vehicles, hundreds of other people. Any of those stray bullets could have hit somebody else's daughter. And that's what I don't think that people are really understanding, is that yes, was he justified in feeling angry? Yes, but was he justified in being so reckless? I can't say that he was. And it's just a bad situation for everybody. But hopefully Cain can pull through this. Hopefully he gets about 5 years or something like that. 5 years might seem like a long time for a man that's basically innocent, but it's a lot better than doing 20 years and not being able to see your daughter grow up. So we'll see how the details go. We'll see how things pan out. But for right now, it's not looking too good for Cain. And I just want to say that if anybody is at fault for this situation happening, yes, Cain was reckless. But if anybody needs to be held accountable for this whole situation, it needs to be the judge that decided that he was going to let a pedophile walk out of custody and into the streets. Especially him knowing the full details of the situation and knowing that the potential victim's father is a UFC fighter. Like, it's not too illogical to think that a UFC fighter is probably going to want some revenge on the man that molested his child. Or, we don't know for sure that it was his child, but let's just say a younger relative of Cain Velasquez. So if anybody needs to be held accountable, it's that judge. And I don't see why this judge let this man go. What was the reasoning behind it? I still don't understand it. But that's something that also needs to be addressed. Why are we letting people who are accused of being sick fucks like this, why are we letting them out and walk the streets? Regardless of you putting an order of telling him to stay home and wearing an ankle monitor, regardless of you telling him that he shouldn't be around children, he shouldn't be out, period. So that's where the justice system failed. And there's really no bright side to this. So all I could say is I hope that, the justice system doesn't fail Cain Velasquez yet again. And, yeah, that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to make some more videos like this of you guys. Just request it, and I'll try to get it done. Alright, I'm out. Peace.